Drills. What we're going to go over today is called the jab drill. Basically, these bag drills, what it does, it teaches you basic boxing and Muay Thai, kickboxing. It supplements your grappling jiu-jitsu training. Okay, first thing, we're going to go over this slow, then we'll speed it up a little bit. What you want to try to do is you don't want to just hold the bags up like this. This is not part of the, you're not going to learn anything from the drill except for learn how to jab. What this does is I hide the bags, and when he gets on our right leg, just punch slowly on this. If I put this one out, he jabs it. Okay, then I put it down and I hide it. I put this one out, he jabs it. So basically what that is doing is simulating my head going here or here, you might say. Then we're going to go to the second phase, which is basically I'll put both of them up and he'll have to jab and jab. He'll actually jab this one first, which is the closest one, and then that one. But he needs to bring his elbow all the way back, jab and jab. Okay, so that's the first drill. We'll do it in a couple different angles. Basically, in the jab, you want to keep the elbow in close to your body, and it just comes straight from all punches, comes straight from the point of origin to the point of contact. You never draw back your hand. That is a number one no-no in punching techniques. But we're going to do this a few times, basically just with a single jab first. Basically what it's teaching him, as soon as he sees the opening, he's throwing the punch. Okay, now we're going to either put a single or both of them up. Okay, messed up on that one. You're going to mess up, that's part of it. More. Last one. Okay. Okay, further, basically now we're learning basic boxing combination. Your jab, cross, and hook punch. Okay, now how you do this, you can do this two different ways. What we're going to do is we're going to do what we call cross feed. Basically, he will jab this one, cross that one, and hook this one. And that's what we're going to look at first. Okay, I'm going to have him go through it a couple more times slowly. Jab, cross, hook. Now the bag holder will have to learn the bag holding skills. It's more than it looks. As you look, you notice I've got the bag straight, then I have to turn that bag here for that hook. Okay, now looking at the punches a little in more detail, slowly again. Jab comes straight out. You pivot on the ball of that back foot until you get driving. This is your power punch. Then on the hook, slowly, you turn and you go to this ball of the foot, getting the hip, the elbow stays up, and it does not pass the center. Reason being, if it goes past the center, a guy can come in here and grab you, or you're wide open for a punch. But if it goes, put it back out there again. From here, if it goes like there where it's supposed to be, that guy would run into that elbow and get clipped with the elbow. So it's very important that you adhere to this. No John Wayne punches where you swing all the way around there. If you miss, you have to be aware that this elbow never ever passes the center or very far past the center. Okay, now I'm going to have him go over it a few times a little quicker. And another thing with the bags, you don't just hold the bags, give me a hook, and let that happen. He's not going to get any satisfaction out of that. Basically, you have to give resistance. You're resistant against that punch, then the person doing the punching will get more satisfaction. Okay? You're going into it. Okay? Another thing on the hook. Let's turn around this way. Okay, throwing the hook again. Just put the hook out there at the end of it. Okay, basically you see how the shoulder is higher than the jaw. That's basically if a guy throws a punch, all it's going to do is glance off, maybe hit the top of the head, where it's not going to hurt as bad. If you leave the jaw uncovered, a hook is very susceptible to a lean back and a straight punch. So basically you're protecting the most vulnerable part of your head from knockouts, which is your jaw and below your ear area. Okay? A couple more times this way. One more. Just learning the jab, cross, and hook. It's also against the jab cross. This is samurai. This is your cross arm throw. Okay? Okay? Looking at this very slowly. The same thing holds true with your blocking on this. But you come up here, now you're going to do a push trap, and you're going to be trying to punch him in the face, and he blocks. Basically, you just go with it with a disengagement, grabbing the arms. This hand just goes right down into it. You cross the arms in this manner, take your step forward, do your throw, spin around, making sure that you have a straight line shoulder line with the arm, with the elbow facing up, and drive your knee down into the arm for the lock. We're going to go over that in a lot greater detail. I'm just going to try to break this down in sections a little bit. Okay, again, very slowly. There's a trap. There's the scissor block. There's our trap. There's our punch. There's our disengagement. This hand just comes down here, it's blocking the arm like this, and it slides up. You take your step forward, drop, pulling with this, pushing with this at the same time. Once it hits the ground, you make your quarter spin, and the right hand at this point would go on the bottom or the palm as you turn, drive the knee down into the elbow. Okay? Slowly. Here, here, here. So that just goes right down into that and just follow it in. Okay? Take your step forward. Quarter step around and lock. Okay? So this way. Okay, now on this, lock right here. You want to make sure, you can get a guy thrown from here. You can throw him. But when a good cross-arm throw or samurai throw, you want to have the crook or the bend of the arm right where the elbow is for a perfect throw. Okay? Remembering, as you step through, you're pulling towards your center with this, pushing towards his triangulation point with this one. Okay? And now here's where the arm bar comes into play. Your left foot will go to the armpit. Your right hand will grab to his palm just like this. You will step around to square up your horse stance along with his shoulder line. Turn it and drop your knee down the elbow for pain or breaking. Okay, slowly. Parry, scissor, trap, punch. He blocks, goes down. We got it nice and tight. Step to the armpit. Grab the wrist, their hand palm to palm. Twist and down. Should make your attacker bow up just like that. If you're not getting that done, then you're doing something incorrect. Okay? Again. Okay. Last time. Okay, the cover is called Sweeping Tiger. It's one of your major throws for black belt in Aiki combat. This throw is commonly seen in judo, jujitsu circles. It's a very good one. And now we get into double hook punches. This could be anywhere from, your crazy windmill swinging type person to a good hook puncher that likes to throw hooks, getting inside, okay? First one we'll do combat speed, and then we'll break it down to you and show you what it's about. What we added there is a crossbody arm bar, second variation. There's two variations of how to do that. Now let's go down. We're going to break it down slowly. As you step in, you're stepping in close. This hand here could either hit and block this arm if he's throwing his punch. You sweep that arm down and hug it in tight, and you still have this arm right here. The right arm should be on top. You turn your body. As soon as you turn your body, you sweep the loin. Some people call this a sweeping loin throw, but you want to sweep from the knee to the hip in this area with this kick. Okay? As soon as you hit, you throw your palm strike, step across, sit down, and making sure that the arm is through the hip crease, not the groin. You're squeezing your legs together, the thumb is facing up. Pulling down the arm and bridging. Okay, remembering the last time we did the crossbody arm bar, we did it in this fashion. With the knee, with the leg under the body. Both crossbody arm bars are good. This one is the one we're working on right now. This helps keeping your attacker in place. If you have a real wiry or somebody that knows some grappling skills on the ground, how they will get out of this, go ahead and spin around that way, reverse for this, the other way, just like this. They'll go around this direction and try to wiggle out of this lock. Okay? That's going to keep them from doing that. Doing it that way. Okay? So go ahead again. When it's block, this could be a headbutt right now. Just according to how close you get in. I always got my head down because I want to try to hit with that headbutt anytime I can. And the other hook comes. Okay? We're in close. We're here. As soon as this foot spins around, you sweep. Against the ground. There's your palm strike. Step across. Pull and down. Okay? Squeezing the legs together. Okay. One more time this way. Things that you really want to try to get away from. You got too much body distance between each other, too much distance away from each other. This throw don't work very well. I'll show you what I'm talking about when we get into it this way. Like right here. See how too far away? That's one of the common mistakes a lot of people will do. They'll try to do the sweeping tiger with too much air in here, you might say. So you're making sure that you're real close up into them. You do your palm strike, stepping across the body, sitting down in here. Okay? A couple times from the other way. When this foot comes around, that's when you do your sweep. Stepping across, sit down. You want to make sure you're real close to him. It's like your butt should be almost touching his back. Okay? As you pull down. Got a good tight grip, pull him in real tight. He's just sitting down. Fall back. Hip crease. Squeezing down. Okay? Last time. One more time, combat speed. Okay, the next technique is also against a double hook. This is hurricane that we're going to be doing with it. Okay? Okay? And what we're doing on this, you're blocking the same way as you did sweeping tiger. You come down, double chop to the neck. There's your headbutt. You just slide the hand down, move in just a little bit. Turn and throw. Driving elbow down into the face. Then slowly. Here, this can also be a double palm slap to the ears. There's your headbutt. This hand slides back here. This hand goes down to the chin. Step in a little bit. Drop. Using your body and hip crease for a base. Driving the elbow down into the face. We're also going to add another ending with this for you to work. One more time, slowly. After you've driven the elbow in, you basically turn the neck, step across. You should be on his back. You have a hold of his chin and pull backwards, breaking the neck and spine. You want to make sure that you're on the lower part of the back so that he can't come up to all fours. Okay, let's go this way. You can make that technique a lot meaner. I'll show you variations of that in a minute. Bye. Step over. When you're here, you have pressure points right below the jaw right there. We're using these two fingers. Digging into the jaw, pull back. Okay, there's one. When you're here, you can have one hand on the chin, one on the nose. A lot of different ways. If he has hair, which Josh here doesn't have any hair right now, he knew we was filming today. We could use his hair. You could use just cup the chin. You can grab the throat. A lot of different ways to do it. If you have a problem with a guy with his arms, if he is trying to get up, like go ahead and try to get up. Do we grab the arm, put this one on this leg, then pull. If you try to use the other arm, grab this arm, and you come up to here. Okay? So no matter what he does, you have something for him. Okay? Slowly. Hit. 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 Push. Turn. Throw. Drop. Hit. That can be a hit any time. Setting on the lower back. Pull. He gets up, arm over, then pull. Okay, last time. Combat speed. This tape, we deal weapons. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over a series of club defense techniques that you need to know. We'll be doing them in more than one angle. The first one basically is a throw. He's trying to jab you in the stomach with the club. Okay? What we're doing there, what we want to do slowly, you take a step out and you grab the end of the club and you put your hand on top of his wrist. You turn the club back into him, spin around, and have a wrist lock on the club. He either has a choice of either throwing himself or his wrist breaks. And slowly, stepping out, grab on top of the hand, turn, push, spin, throw. You still should have the hand trapped on the wrist. Now making sure all you do is a little step and turn. Don't make a big thing out of it. Step and turn. Just practice doing this. Have him go fast. Okay? All you're doing is making yourself smaller. Okay? Grab the hand, spin around, throw. Let's go this way. That's all we're doing. You're just grabbing onto the weapon right here. This hand goes on top. Turn, step back, have the wrist trapped, you have a wrist lock. Like that. Okay, stepping out, got the hand right up against your body. That's what you want. Comes up, turn and drop. Okay. All you need right there. Go from this direction. That's all you're doing. Okay. Back just a little bit. Here, here. Turn, walk. Okay? Okay, the next technique or defense against is overhead club attack. With a club, this is one of your more common type of attacks. You're trying to bust your head with a club. Okay? Always take the weapon away from the attacker when you do it. Got an arm bar with a finger lock right here, right across your leg. As you go out. Okay, slowly. The object of it is I'm stepping, making myself smaller, and I'm blocking the arm right into this one. Okay, again. So here to there. I'm just moving the club away from my head, and this arm comes up underneath. Okay? As soon as I do that, here, this hand comes down, this hand pulls in, and I step around at the same time. Throw. Step forward, lock. Okay? And slowly. Time this way, slowly. Now the footwork, I have to be stepping close to his forward leg for a good shoulder throw. This one comes up. As you spin, you hug it in. Throw, step forward, lock. You can have this lock, or you can have this lock. It's according on which way he turns his hand to remove the club. And of course, you have the club to hit him with if you want. Okay, let's go this way. Now, it's just going out through my center. This is all I'm doing. That's my first movement. After you get that far, here, bend over, step forward, lock down on the wrist, pull the club out. Can't hold on to it once you have the wrist locked one way or the other. Another thing you'll notice when I do the throw, the right shoulder goes lower than the left. It's not like this. It's like this. Okay, once this way, a couple times. You should have been able to see it. I just guided it into my arm and out of my way. If for some reason I hit his arm hard, which I want to do in combat, and he lets go of the club, it's not going to hit me either at that time. It would just go straight down. It wouldn't hit me in the head. Okay? Now, I want to get into the throw just a little better here. As I spin around and I hook it in, watch his feet. This is how you do the throw. I bend over, it raises him off the ground. Then my right shoulder starts going to the ground.
Aya!
The throw happens, I step forward, lock the wrist. Okay? Right foot does not move. I just move to the left. That rolls him over on his side. I have my wrist lock. One more time this way. That way I got it this time I got it this way. Don't matter which way. Press down, you'll remove the club away from the attacker. He'll be more than happy to let go of it. Not to mention that the shock you just caused him from hitting the ground from the throw itself. Okay. Next attack and defense that we're going to do is against a side club attack. Okay? Making sure you always take the club out. If you're going to take the club out, it comes from this direction. You can't hold on to it. You got an arm bar with the club that you can use. Break the arm if you wish. You can dig it down into the ground. Use it for an arm bar. A lot of different things to do. Right now, I just basically want you to work on the throw itself. Now we're going to go slow with it. Basically, you're blending in with him. He's coming in a circular motion very slowly. So I'm going to start going in a circular motion too, just like that. That's my movement. Only thing with it is, I'm chopping the arm here, slapping the back of the neck. I'm like clawing, slap with the palm strike, claw into the back of the neck. Okay? Next part. When you do it, you want to pull him in. Just to here, not too much. You don't want him too far out, then you're having to drag him into your center. You have to pull him in to where your elbow touches your body. So it's here. Now all I'm doing is using my hip power. So I step, throw, I take it all the way down to the ground. Okay? Up underneath, wrap. Okay? Slowly. That's what I'm doing. That's the footwork. I step forward and around. Again. Pull him. You pull him this way, hit down on the arm. Okay? This way. Watch the footwork this way. He can't hit me even if he wanted to, even if I didn't want to do anything. Okay? And all I'm doing is just turning around, doing my Aiki turn. Okay? Use your hip power. All right, throw. I'm going down with him. I'm not up here trying to do the throw. I'm down here, reach underneath, hit, and pin. You got a wrist lock right here, if necessary. Using your leg to back it up, so I don't have to use my strength. If you notice, every time that I try to do something, I try to use my body weight as much as possible. See how badly off balance he was? I did it very slowly. Basically, we're using one of the principles called the void. He's trying to hit me, I'm right here, and all of a sudden there's an empty spot. And he goes down into it. That's basically all there is to it. Okay? There's your throw, underneath, grab, lock. Okay? Last time. Footwork. That's all I'm doing. All the way down, underneath, pull, lock. Okay? Attack that we're going to defend against is the backhand club attack. This can happen two ways, but this being your first degree, for a first degree black belt, this is your more basic now. And you start getting into higher ranks in it, basically you'll have sparring against a club. Basically you'll have a club like this, which has rubber on it. It doesn't hurt that much. For training, and you'd start swinging like this, and then the guy would be coming back, and then you would have to come in and do it. Right now we're just starting with a basic standard backhand club attack, and you'll build up from there. Okay? And lock. Always regain the club. I still have a lock on his arm. Okay, slowly. Now the first thing that I want to do is I want to step in and I want to smother him. These are 2 strikes into the arm. Okay? Then I come down, I grab this arm, and it comes back, and I go into him, making him go off balance to a certain degree. And I pull him down to where his elbow is into my chest. Then I spin this leg around, stick my hip out, throw, lock, reach. If I can move my hand here, try to hold on to it, hold on to the club. I shouldn't be like this because I'm off balance. Basically, you pull it here and you slide down and grab the club out this way. That's how you would just peel it out. Okay, slowly again. And we're stepping in, slam. This is another thing. Yeah, what I want you to do, swing pretty hard and let go of the club. I mean, if you have to or don't have to. And this is basically what I'm trying to get at. When you do these type of techniques, there's a very good, especially in a combat situation, that you're going to hit that arm and the club will come flying out. We're just going to do it about half speed and let go of it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So you want to be in here so that it don't come and hit you when it comes out, basically is what we're trying to get at. Okay? Slowly. We're in here, we hook, we push into him. Spin around, hit, throw, lock up, and take the club away. Stepping in with right foot, head in, down, push into him, pull into you, spin around, hip, throw, the club moves, get him away from the club, or knife or gun. You never ever get him in arm reach. He tries to get into it, you pull him away. It's good training all the time to do that. Pushing in, he's off balance now. Pull him in tight. Spin, throw, lock, turn underneath, grab, take the club away. There you go. Okay, this way. Then right foot, double hand block, head down in, close, grab, shoot in, push towards him. Turn, throw, reach underneath, grab the club after you pull it out. You have a gooseneck against your leg. I'm using my leg as a base. Another thing, since this is rubber club, I'm going to show you some other things that's capable with this. When you go here and you go like this, you can bam, smack the club into the attacker as you spin around. Remember? Pull him away from the club. Okay? He's trying to hit you with it. I guess it's fair for you to hit him with it. Bang. Okay? Last time. Right in here. Hit. Spin. Hip out. Throw. Put your knee on. That way, I mean, if you're trying to put, if I don't have that knee down, I can just pick them up. Now, you have to think, because I haven't pinned to the ground.